right, if you are watching this, you are probably and hopefully not too far coming back from injury from last season and you're trying to get back to the beautiful game of golf. Or perhaps you have caused over the last few weeks a little bit of a strain on your hips or back. And sometimes, like right now, I have three folks that actually had total hip replacement a few weeks ago, and now they're just trying to get back on the green. So if that is you, I want you to stay here because I'm going to show you three spots that you can work on. Very simple three spots to improve your backswing. Because you know, if you improve your backswing, most likely you're able to stay on the slot and therefore go onto the fairway if you follow the instruction that your golf coach is telling you. But I'm not a golf coach, I'm a therapeutic trainer. Now, for those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Carlos. I'm the creator of the Flexi Golf program. And some people might say that I'm a physio going rogue because I've been doing this for over 17 years, helping golfers to swing pain-free for 2 to 3 rounds so they don't have to hit the Advil bottle after every round. And instead, they can focus on creating good memories with family and friends. Now, I mentioned about but the three spots that you can actually work on right now this week to improve your backswing. Okay. Now, before I tell you a little bit about those three spots, I want to kind of take you through, okay, this backswing mechanics because uh, it is important, like the African Arab proverb, I believe it is, or African proverb, that we focus so much on the snake that we forgot there's a scorpion coming underneath. And that is kind of what happened with most people that I start working with and I do their mechanical assessment, which by the way, if you comment below, I will send you the 12-point checkpoint of the assessment that you can go through at home or you can need some help, I can go through it with you. But again, the snake, you're so focused on the backswing that you forgot the scorpion that going underneath, and the scorpion is at the three spots. Now, when we're looking at the backswing, right, we are trying to not only turn the shoulders, shift the hips, but more importantly, right, you want to get to the point that you want to turn your back to the target, okay? And that in return, right, in theory, you're going to be able to come through and turn not just your buckle, your hips, but your chest and shoulder towards the target, unless you're working on a different swing path, all right? Now, when this mechanical concept happens here, I'm going to go sideways a little bit. You create this external rotation. With that external rotation, what happens is there's three key points that you need to keep in mind. A lot of you guys are focusing on this rotational component, you know, on the shoulder turn, uh, maybe on the hip separations kind of thing. But the 3 points that I want to talk you through, guys, is the collarbone, the AC joint, the shoulder joint itself, and most importantly, your shoulder blade, okay? Or we call it the scapula. Now, the AC, the collarbone, rolls, believe it or not. It doesn't go in and out, it just rolls. So if you put your finger here and you move your arm in any direction, you feel it going underneath your finger up and down, rolling this way, okay? Your shoulder joint, it kind of goes in every direction, circumduction kind of socket. So that's where a lot of you guys tend to struggle, kind of like muscle it with your upper arm versus your core muscles. And of course, the shoulder blade right back here, okay, very critical because if you have tight neck or limited neck range of motion, the shoulder blade is not going to open up. And I often refer to like shutters, window shutters. You need to move out of the way so your shoulder joint actually goes through and opening to that external rotation. Okay. Now, what do we do to really open up these three spots? One is to release or open up the chest because all these neck muscles here, the levators, CSM, attached to the collarbone here. So a lot of you guys do this stretch, which is for the chest, which is okay, but you really want to get under the bone itself and really stretch all the muscles that are attached to it so it can freely move. The similar concept goes for the shoulder blade, okay? The shoulder blade move up and down, almost like a steering wheel in your car. Kind of think about it. So you want to be able to work it so the rhomboids, the mid traps, your lats, all those muscles that attach into your shoulder blades, actually loosen it up so it can move when you're actually wanting to create that turn. Okay, and of course your shoulder. A lot of you guys are familiar with the little one, that shoulder stretch that you use your golf club. I'm using right here, the GolfFlexx with from my friends at the GolfFlexx down south, just to open up that joint. You know, another one of my favorite one is the hip here, and then you pull from the kind of elbow tricep, you pull forward to the point that you feel it right on the rotator pocket. I call it the rotator pocket because you got about 3 or 4 of your rotators hammering in there, right? So uh, again, those are the 3 spots. How do we let go? How we release and stretch them? That is where it comes to you, your sensitivity. I like to give people option. I'm gonna serve you here. You can use the infamous trigger point ball. You can use a regular tennis ball. Some people like to use a lacrosse ball, or you can just go down to your local Target and get literally the trigger balls that they sell in packs of 3, I believe. Okay. Uh, if you do use the roller, just know how to release it. If you roll back and forth like pizza dough, that's all you're doing. You're just rolling your skin, not really releasing any muscle. So there's a process, there's a technique for you to release those shoulder blades and the shoulder itself using the roller instead of just going back and forth like that. Doesn't do anything. And of course, if you use your Google Dr. Google, I'm sure you will find plenty of stretches to do for your collarbone, your shoulder, and your shoulder blade, your scapula. But as far as releasing, those are your go-to. You need to do those 3 times a week. It doesn't take long, maybe 40 seconds on each other spot. Doesn't take it long, but you need to release it before you roll it, and then you can actually stretch it. You know, this is part of the SPK, the Swing Pain Free Kit that I give my clients to take to the golf course. Um, and you can, if you're interested, you can look below for the link for our friends at GolfFlexx, and you can order them. I think is they're like 30 $20 $30. uh, Great little tool to have in your golf bag with you uh, during the course, especially if you get into the deep waters. uh, but all in all, those are the 3 spots that no matter if you turn more, if your shoulder, 3 main guys, is not mechanically working properly, it doesn't matter how much you work on your core, how many lats you do, how many lats pull downs you do. You know, if you keep working on separation, it doesn't work because your sequence is gonna be off. And worst of all, your tempo is going to be completely eradicated because it's going to be all shanking and miss hits all over the place. So work on the mechanics. Again, if you're interested in the 12-point list of the biomechanic assessment that you take your golf swing and cross-check it to your bone mechanics to see if they match or where you need to work on, definitely drop a comment below and I'll send it to you as a thank you for checking this out. All right, talk to you guys later. Have a great one, and I'll see you guys on the course.